So they stole it. Why do you know where they took me? So I want that. Can I have my iPad?
But disheartened by the ruling that the media is not allowed to record these proceedings, because we view this matter as a matter of national and public interest. We don't buy the argument that this was a domestic affair, therefore the media must not be able to broadcast to the people of South Africa and show them what it is that happened at Walter Cisu University. And what makes us even more agitated is that the judge then says the state didn't have a comment. How can the state not have a comment? Because we are saying we want to show the people of South Africa what is happening in this case. The state that is supposed to be representing the students doesn't have a comment. The person that objects to the media is the one that is accused. Yet the judge says, we don't want media to record this proceeding because we want to protect the victim. But who is the victim? Because the person that is objecting to the broadcasting of the media is the accused. So who is actually being broadcasted here, or rather who is actually being protected by this particular court? So we're not happy, and we're going to look into that particular process to see how do we appeal this decision. We want the people of South Africa to watch this court case and see what happens, because this is how the cover-up starts. This is why the victims of rape lose court cases like Omotoso, because there's a cover-up, it's hidden, no one gets to see what is taking place. It's the inefficiencies of the prosecutors in these particular cases that lead to our people losing these cases. So there must be nothing hidden. We're not happy with that particular ruling. We believe that the media must be allowed to broadcast this case if there is nothing that this court has to hide. And already we're very disappointed in the state. You can't have a state when the media is debating whether or not they must broadcast with the judge, and the judge says the state didn't have a comment. That's where already we can see that if the state is going to continue like this, we're going to have a problem with this case moving forward. We're not happy at all.
Mr. Lonzi, just your comment as the higher education committee. I remember you said,
on top of this being an illegal firearm, if you enter Walter Cisu University, there are certain areas where there is literally a sign which says this is a firearm-free zone. In other words, you are not even allowed to have a firearm to begin with. And really, the contemplation behind that, not only in Walter Cisu, but in many institutions of higher learning in South Africa, is that you cannot militarize an academic space. Because once you militarize an academic space, incidents like this take place. So it was not a mistake for Walter Cisu University and many other universities in the country to say we don't want firearms in our campuses. It's not a mistake when students say we don't want private security and police with firearms in our campuses. Why? Because when you have that, people get to be led by their emotions, people get to take irrational decisions, and we lose a life of a young person who was supposed to contribute into the future and economy of our country.
Conscientiously, okay? And the best of my ability. Conscientiously.